We will reveal the 10 behaviors that women only show to men they are attracted to. Have you ever wondered if she likes you, or if you are just imagining things? By reading this article, you will definitely discover the secret to accurately discerning her true feelings. When middle-aged women open their hearts, they often express their feelings in a much more cautious and delicate manner than when they were younger. The 10 signals I'm about to share with you are actual behavioral patterns of middle-aged women, derived from years of analyzing various psychological studies and case examples. The first is that she remembers and mentions your little things. When you were younger, something like, "Hey, did you see that movie I mentioned last time?" might have been a sign of interest, but middle-aged women tend to remember and mention much smaller details. For example, if you casually mention, "My neck has been feeling stiff lately," and a few days later she suddenly asks, "Is your neck feeling better? I know a good stretching exercise that works well. This is not just a passing remark." Middle-aged women already have a lot of responsibilities and things to do in life, so it's not easy for them to remember such specific details unless they are truly interested in someone. If she often remembers and takes care of your preferences, health, or family stories that you casually mentioned, it is highly likely that she has special feelings for you. The second sign is that she makes plans with you. Middle-aged women have busy lives. They have to worry about work, family, their health, and social gatherings. But even in such circumstances, if she makes time and even takes the initiative to contact you to suggest meeting up, this is not just a casual gesture. For example, if you casually mention, "I'd like to try that restaurant sometime," and she asks, "Would you like to go there this weekend?" A few days later, this can be interpreted as a strong message that she wants to spend time with you. Especially if she remembers your interests and makes an effort to plan something around them, there's a high chance she's already deeply into you. The third sign is when she shows a more relaxed side of herself around you. While middle-aged women are often associated with perfect self-care, always neat and composed, they tend to change when they genuinely like someone. She might show a slightly careless side, laugh off a mistake with a carefree, "Oh, why did I do that?" or openly acknowledge her fatigue with a "today was really tough." This means they see you as someone they can feel comfortable and trust. Middle-aged women often prioritize responsibility and roles in their social lives, so they don't usually reveal their true selves. However, if they lower their guard and show their small flaws in front of you, it's safe to assume they believe you're someone who will understand them. The fourth sign is asking about your future. In middle-aged relationships, practical aspects are just as important as emotional excitement. So, the more a middle-aged woman is interested in you, the more she will ask about your future, not just, "What are you doing this weekend?" but "What are your dreams for after retirement?" Or, "Would you like to try this kind of life after your children become independent?" Why do they do this? It's because they see you as a potential partner with whom they can envision a future, not just someone who will pass through their life. They are trying to see if your values and life plans align. If she goes so far as to mention her own future plans and asks, "I'd like to try this someday." What do you think, Brian? Then she is seriously considering the possibility of a future with you. The fifth sign is that she tries to help you. Middle-aged women, especially those who are well-established socially and domestically, are accustomed to helping others but don't waste their time on everyone indiscriminately. However, if she steps in to offer solutions or actively connects you with others whenever you're facing difficulties, or even willingly helps with small tasks, this is likely a strong sign of interest. Moreover, if she asks, "Is there anything I can do to help?" without you asking for anything, it means that she wants you to do well. If she goes beyond simple kindness and consistently and actively tries to stay by your side, it is an important sign that you should not miss. The sixth sign is when she gives you honest feedback or advice. While compliments are often seen as expressions of interest, a middle-aged woman's deep concern may sometimes manifest as blunt criticism or honest advice. If she expresses concern about your health, such as, "You really need to take care of your health. Maybe you should cut back on drinking a bit," or offers specific suggestions based on how you handle work, like, "I'm hesitant to say this, but maybe you could try doing it this way," it's likely not about wanting to interfere, but about genuinely caring about your growth and well-being. A mature relationship in middle age is not just about exchanging pleasantries, but about becoming partners who motivate each other to grow. Even if she sounds a little firm when she talks to you, it often means that she cares deeply about you. The seventh sign is what many people are most curious about: casual physical contact disguised as coincidence. When middle-aged women express their feelings, they tend to do so in a much more cautious and subtle way than they did in their youth. For example, they might gently pull your arm when a car is approaching while walking down the street, tug on your sleeve in a crowded place, or lightly tap your arm while laughing during a conversation. What's really important here is whether such physical contact occurs frequently, even in situations where it's not necessary. If such contact is repeated only toward you and not toward others, it can be interpreted as a sign of attraction. Whether conscious or unconscious, it's a natural psychological tendency to want to get closer to someone you're attracted to. The eighth sign is a change in tone of voice when talking to you. Voice tone is just as important as visual cues in revealing emotions. If someone speaks in a low, formal tone with others, but uses a slightly higher tone, or speaks more slowly and attentively when talking to you, it could indicate that they are trying to connect with you. Or, if she often laughs when talking about trivial things, it means that she already feels comfortable and enjoys talking to you. The important thing is to see if there is a noticeable change in her tone of voice when she is with you compared to when she is with others. That small difference may reveal her true feelings. The ninth sign is that her friends or colleagues know or are aware of you. People tend to talk about people they like to those around them. If her friends or colleagues react with, "Oh, it's you," when they hear about you, or if they smile meaningfully and try to casually bring up the topic of the two of you when you are together, it means that she has mentioned you to those close to her. This signal is indirect but can be a clear clue. This is because sharing her feelings with someone she knows well, rather than keeping them to herself, suggests that her feelings have become more serious. The final 10th sign is that these signals appear consistently and in combination. It's difficult to conclude that she has feelings for you based on just one or two of the 9 behaviors mentioned earlier. Some people are naturally kind or treat everyone with warmth. However, if several signals repeat themselves in various forms over time, the story changes. She is definitely opening up to you. For example, she remembers even your small remarks, makes plans first, shows her disheveled appearance, asks serious questions about the future, helps you when you are in trouble, gives you harsh advice from time to time, shows light physical contact and changes her tone of voice, and even introduces you to her friends. At this point, there is no reason for you to hesitate. She may be cautiously waiting for your response. We've carefully examined the 10 real signs of attraction that middle-aged women send. Let me summarize them again. First, she remembers and mentions your little things. Second, she makes plans with you. Third, she shows her disheveled appearance in front of you. Fourth, she asks about your future plans. Fifth, she tries to help you when you're having a hard time. Sixth, she doesn't hesitate to give honest feedback or advice when needed. Seventh, she attempts light physical contact in a casual manner. Eighth, there are subtle changes in her tone of voice when talking to you. Ninth, her friends or colleagues already know about you and are aware of your relationship. 10th, these signals are consistent, complex, and repetitive. Check how many of these apply to you, or if none apply yet. The important thing is not to hesitate too long and miss a precious opportunity when you clearly feel signs of attraction. Midlife love is different from love in youth. It's not just about emotions, but practical factors also play an important role. However, if you hesitate too much, time will pass and the situation may change. Sometimes courage is needed. It's okay to make a mistake. Expressing your feelings without regret is a much more admirable thing to do. Pay close attention to the signals I mentioned today and observe how the other person behaves toward you. If you feel that they are interested in you, start with a small conversation. It doesn't have to be a grand confession. A short phrase like, "Thanks to you, I've been feeling really energized lately," is enough to convey your feelings. That one sentence could be the key to opening the door to a relationship. Do you have a better sense of the signs of attraction from middle-aged women now? The key point to remember is to check if all these signs are consistent and persistent. If that consistency continues, why not take the plunge and give it a try? And even if things don't work out, at least you tried, which is better than regretting it later. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching until the end. We at Dating After 40 will continue to share women's honest feelings and delicate emotions in greater depth. Please subscribe and like us to show your support. Thank you.